We are approaching the LED flashy lights hellhole. Right, these machines, right, they just gobsmack me. I mean, they've gobsmacked me whenever I've seen them. I think I might have been mesmerised. I think that's a security guard actually, but he is interested in it, isn't it? I think they might have mesmerised me up to about 5 years old, but I think even at 5 years old, hello, I realised that what you get out of it, if you win, which is rare, is worth less than the money that you put into it anyway. And I remember, fuck me, I hate gays so much. I hate gay culture, I hate the gay scene. When I first came out, I remember being introduced to a gay friend, and he was fucking awful. Proper just stereotypical fag. And I went on my first ever gay night out with him and two of his moronic female fag hags. And they just spent the whole night on those machines. And I remember literally, after half an hour, I was 18, you know, I didn't even know who I was. I didn't realise that I was conscious or becoming conscious. And I broke away from them and I went and sat at the table on my own with my head in my hands, thinking that they would, you know, be like, oh yeah, we're fucking retarded, why are we spending our night out on these fucking machines? But no, they just carried on. That was the last time we ever went out together. Anyway, today is a mission of finding things, so I'm actually really struggling. I got 2 horrible barukas before I left England for Thailand, so this is like 3 years ago. And I don't know if this is true or not, but when I went to see the footman in Thailand, who was very good, you know, proper OGs, walks and talks in Thailand, Roy Crop, if you're still around, I don't think you are, will remember this foot place that I went to. Is it a shopodist? I don't know. And I think it was amazing, but he told me the only way to really solve a baruka was to chop it out. So we chopped both of them out. And when I went for the second one, he did them in 2 different operations. When I went for the second one, I was at the peak of my insanity, or the peak of my journey and fight against pharmaceuticals. And, you know, maybe just thinking that you can choose your own reality, which, you know, I think there's some truth in, but when you come at it from the retarded place that we all are after all the indoctrination and conditioning we've received, it doesn't really work. Anyway, so I told myself that I didn't need antibiotics for this fucking hole in my foot in Thailand, which is obviously very dusty and easy to catch infections in a humid environment. Guess what happened? Yes, I got a very nasty infection in my foot. Anyway, all that is to tell you that on that baruka site, which is obviously no longer a baruka, I get a lot of dead skin, and it's very painful. And the dead skin remover that I bought in Bali, you know, it might have as well have been like a toy for a doll's house. Like, this is what I can't stand about a lot of products in Southeast Asia, is it just make them better and charge more. Like, stop this fucking, like, yes, we've ticked the box, this is a dead skin remover, but it won't actually work, but you'll only pay 40 pence for it. Like, what's the point? So I've given up on that barley product. I mean, to be fair, it's lasted 6 months, but it's always been crap, and I'm going to try and get a better one. I'm also looking for a hard toothbrush, which seems very difficult in Vietnam, and fluoride-free toothpaste or baking soda. Let's see how we get on. Look at these blue cakes. Honestly, I bet it's I don't think they'll be very good. You know, just sugar and I don't know what. I want to be careful about what I say here because I don't want it to sound like really negative. But for example, I ordered a soda, lemon and mint the other day, and the lemon and mint was just sugar and flavourings. Like, you know, you get a lot of that out here. So I think those blue cakes will literally just taste of sugar.
Big love and appreciation to all these people. Back to the video now.
Wow, look at these. They are stunning. I was going to buy my flowers off a local rather than from the supermarket, which I really should do, but I've never seen ones like that before. They are amazing. I think they're £2.50. Sweet. Something tells me this one doesn't use fluoride-free toothpaste. Okay, cosmetics. You would think if I'm going to find a foot scrubbing dead skin remover, it's going to be somewhere in with all the tampons. Hello. This? No. Oh. Even Go, the massive supermarket. What? How do you remove dead skin from your feet in Vietnam? Also had more questions. I had hard toothbrush and fluoride-free toothpaste, but I didn't get a friendly vibe, and it's made me go into little boy mode. Alright, so I do have the words for hard toothbrush somewhere, but basically it said you'll really struggle to find one in Vietnam because they're all, I think this is soft or super soft. So this word here. Why are they such pansies? Why do they like soft toothbrushes? Literally every single one. I'm looking for the word Kung, C-U-N-G, which apparently means hard. Oh my god, I'm getting, honestly, I always come, oh my god, sorry, camera issues. I always come into this supermarket with such high hopes and this big list. And I think it's the LED lights, I really do, and obviously the fucking music and zombies everywhere. But yeah, I think I'm about to leave, and also I've got you some fucking flowers. I didn't even come in for flowers. Well, me, I just can't handle these environments. I can't cope. I just can't do this. I'm gonna ditch for flowers. I'm not even gonna, I just can't be doing it. I'm gonna get out of here, and then I'm gonna just go and find a hardware shop and buy some sandpaper. I think that's the last time. Whoa, I'm going down the escalator. I think that's the last time I kid myself. I seem to be having some further levels. I'm just going to use the word awakening. I know it's going to trigger people, but just more aversion to everything unnatural, everything that's distorted, everything that's fake. So that's basically this whole world. So yeah, it's a bit debilitating, but also, whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to film the wall. Also, it's the only way one can go once they, take the retard glasses off and see that there's a certain group of people trying to control the world and kill everyone. And of course, to get to the stage where they can do that, they have to desensitize you all, which is why everything's a lie, which is why they take you away from your intuition by telling you stupid things like we live on a spinning globe, and then they numb you and kill all your senses with, just numerous things, chemicals, chemtrails, LED lights. Men at work. It's very quiet today, it's a Sunday. Oh my god, that just went so badly. So I've actually got a real issue, like, I'm not struggling to walk, but I tried to do some skipping in the gym the other day. I just couldn't do it because of this dead skin on my foot. But I just can't cope with that shop, man. I just can't cope with it. Just seeing this Grab driver reminded me that, you know what, I've never done it, but I think you can do shopping on Grab. So it's probably what this guy's doing now. Someone's made an order, he comes and gets all the stuff, and then he takes it to the house. You probably have to pay him £2, maybe £3. That's the way forward. That's what I need to be doing. Oh my god, I can never go in there again. So it looks like we're about to have the lifting on of the roof. So I assumed it was going to be another 3-story thing like this. It looks like it's just a 1-story job. Maybe a family's going to live in this one. But I can't really be asked to stand here much longer, so whether we'll get to see it lifted, I'm not sure. If I hear it, I'll pop back out. No doubt I will. Oh, tonight is a struggle. So it's about 7:30. That crane thing wasn't to lift what I predicted the roof on, but who knows what's going on. It was just to vibrate lots. I think it was to pour concrete in. But basically it was just being a vibration. I don't mean frequency, I mean like vibration through my flat for the last 3 hours. So I just couldn't take it anymore. And then there's the family banging around and all the other retards that live there. know, just retarding around. So I just couldn't take it anymore, so I went down to the lake, and not the lake I've shown you lots, or the one that I film a lot on my other channel, the one like in the city. And someone's burning plastic down. So I was just going to walk around the lake just to kill some time and get out of the flat. Someone's burning plastic down there. Like, it's so putrid. Like, so like, is that the right word? Like, whoa! Like, really hits you. I'm not sure I can do it much longer, guys. You know, there's no. I don't kid myself with thinking that it would be any better in England. You know, in England I just spent my evenings going to the sauna because I didn't have anything to do, and that was full of muzzies. It was when I was first doing Not Today Satan, and it was just starting to take off, and I was like going there every night, like, is tonight the night that one of them's seen, and then obviously told all the others, and then all the cousins will get irate. So, you know, I don't kid myself, but what I do wonder is it worth working a bit harder, learning how to actually edit videos and stuff, maybe do live streams, oh my goodness, and yeah, earn twice as much money and live in your, I mean, it's just the, I don't know, just stuff like air, burning plastic, man. It's a pretty hard no, to be honest. It's a pretty hard no. And noise is a pretty hard no. But then Europe is full of fucking Africans and Muslims. Oh God. Fuck. So then I think to myself, you know, it's so easy to blame your external environment when in reality, you know, we're all so incredibly attacked on so many levels, like physically, psychologically, spiritually, but we have so much stuff going on internally. But I do think this flat is making me depressed, or is contributing to factors that can allow me to spiral into a story of depression, I should say. So, you know, I'm staying there purely because of 300 quid a deposit, but it's a deposit on top of another deposit, on top of all the money I lost in Thailand, on top of all the money I lost in Hebden Bridge. You know, like, where do you draw the line? Where do you try and stop losing money? But also, it just makes me depressed. And it's 300 quid, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, last night I made a decision, and I booked the first flight out of here for my visa run. So I did book that 6-hour flight from the airport 3 hours away from Dalat to Phnom Penh in Cambodia. So basically what that means is I've made the decision to come back to Dalat, all because of this fucking flight. Well, no, also because I really like Dalat. But there's another place of high altitude in the Philippines, beginning with B. It's something like, it's nothing like Baguio. B-A-G-U, I can't remember the rest. Apparently it's got a very similar climate to here. But yeah, I made a decision to stay here last night, and I'm kind of regretting it. I should have maybe tried somewhere new, but then it's going to be exactly the same, yeah. Or it'll be same but different. Basically, it'll still be fucking noisy, and they'll still burn plastic. But it will also be really nice, and you know, they'll be friendly, and it'll be sunny, and it'll be cheap, and there won't be loads of horrible migrants that don't contribute, and great people everywhere, and I don't know. But yeah, feeling like I made a mistake last night. Should have moved on, should have tried something different. I went on the Dalat housing expat page on Facebook, and it's all apartments. Like, you get the odd house and they just get snapped up so fast. It's all apartments. It's like, I'm going to live here for another 3 months and just end up in another apartment. Like, I can't do it. I can't live in an apartment, man. But then it's very hard to get a house unless you're willing to commit long term. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty defeated right now, to be honest.